Hello, and welcome to Marketing Solutions for Local Businesses, the podcast where you will discover all the latest and greatest digital marketing tools, tips, and strategies you will need to implement in order to stay ahead of your competition. If you are not getting the results you are looking for from your digital marketing efforts, this is the podcast for you. And now, here's the host of our show, the local business guy himself, Frank Deming.
Hello, everyone. This is Frank Deming, the local business guy, and welcome to another episode of Marketing Solutions for Local Businesses. Happy Wednesday. Happy Hump Day, everyone. I hope you guys are having a rockin' week thus far. Before I get to today's topic, today's episode, I want you guys to remind you, this is actually the first episode in the month of September. As you know, the month of September will end the third quarter of the year, believe it or not. As always, the third, at the end of each quarter, we have the special episode with my good friend Jennifer Flynn. And I want you guys to mark your calendars. That's coming up on September 28th. We have a great episode in store for you. And if you've been following along, you should be at the point where you are definitely doubling, or if not tripling, what your revenue goals were. So stay tuned for that. That'll be this will be the last episode of this month on the 28th of September. All right. So I want to get to today's topic, because today's topic is more of a futuristic thing. Because I see a lot of attorneys, law firms not actually doing this. And I want to reflect on these changes that you can make that will create a huge impact on your law firm. Okay. Because again, I deal with a lot of attorneys, and this year I've really focused on trying to help attorneys, because I see them the most struggling with a lot of this marketing stuff. I mean, a lot of you guys are doing well, but I think I see more mistakes than I see actual wins, if you will. So I'm going to talk about the changes you can make that will create a huge impact on your law firm. Okay. So this is geared towards the firms that are looking for more clients. If you're not looking for more clients, no need to do this. All right. So I just want to set the record straight on that. All right. So here are the things that I want you to try to implement, whether by yourself or if you want to hire a digital marketing agency to help you. I want you to start implementing these things. Okay. So the number one thing that I want you to start implementing is I want you to optimize your website for local searches. I run into so many websites out there that are totally not optimized for local searches. It's just planned. So make sure that you do your keyword research and you understand what people in your local area are actually typing that relate to your services, as you know, obviously, and make sure that you plant those keywords around your website. That's what I mean by optimizing your website for local searches. Okay, so I want you guys to start doing that now. Another thing, number two, I want you guys to start doing is I want you to focus on creating a customer-centric law firm. Okay, by here's what I mean by that. You want to develop a content-rich, or say keyword-rich, if you will, website that's filled with useful information. And the way you do that, a lot of people say, "Well, Frank, how do you do that?" So let me give you some tips. A good way of doing that is looking at, try to go on forums and see what people are asking about in terms of your niche, whether it be family law, whether it be, bankruptcy law, etc. It doesn't matter, but you find out what people are looking for and write a blog around that answer to answer the question that people are asking, around the internet. And they, by by making it a keyword rich or content rich blog article, people will find it and they have the answer that they were looking for, and they will eventually just call you guys and say, hey, can you help us out with this? That's the goal, and that's the way that works. Okay. Or a lot of times what people do, and this is also fine, is rewrite some of their services pages to be that content rich post. Or another way of doing it is create what's called a pillar page. At some point we can discuss pillar pages, but what a pillar page is basically it's a one page. It's off your website, a one page. It's like a huge blog post. Now pillar pages, the sweet spot with pillar pages, by the way, has to be, anywhere between 1,500 to 3,000 words. Just to give you an example. You could write a pillar page that addresses all of the questions that you see mostly asked throughout the internet about your services. Okay, that's another way around it if you don't want to do blogs. So anyway, that's number 2. Number 3, you want to ensure that your website is mobile friendly. I've beaten this thing down many times, and there's a reason for it, because I still find a lot of websites, law firms out there that are not mobile friendly. And if you are not mobile friendly, even if you have a great SEO with it and people are finding you because it's not optimized for mobile, it's like you're sending people to a site they don't want to see. They can't navigate it well on mobile, etc. So Google back in 2018, I'm sorry, it was 2017 actually, but 2018 is when they really enforced it. They rolled out what's called mobile first design, and they were actually asking web designers to make sure that when they design a website, it's a mobile first design type of setup. They did that for a reason, because now they're indexing mobile friendly, mobile ready websites a lot quicker than the desktop versions. So, and most searches are coming from mobile. So you want to make sure that your website is mobile friendly. If you're not sure about that, contact your digital marketing agency or your web designer and make sure that it is. If you don't have one of those, just feel free to reach out to us and we'll help you out, of course. So that's number 3. Number 4 is that you want to use targeted ads versus traditional advertising methods. So here's what I mean. A lot of times, although you're on Google AdWords, or although you are on, Bing ads or whatever, you're not highly targeted. And when you're not highly targeted, you are wasting money on advertising. Do you get less leads, less clicks, or less calls when you're targeted? Yes, you do. But here's the difference. And I'm going to ask you guys a question and you answer it truthfully here. Would you rather have 100 clicks or 100 calls to your website that and of those 100 calls, 90 of them are incorrect? Or would you rather have 10 calls to your website and all 10 are correct and accurate? Now, people will say, well, Frank, the end result's the same. Yeah, you got 10 calls, you got 10 accurate ones. But in the first scenario, you wasted 90 opportunities where they were incorrect, and not to mention the money that you just spent for those calls, versus a nice compact list of people who have reached out to you who already kind of know you and want to do business with you right off the bat, at a much less cost because it's highly targeted. So you want to use targeted ads versus traditional ads, because the traditional ads, unfortunately, yes, they get a lot of clicks, they get a lot of views, but it's usually not it's usually not the right way. It's definitely not the right way. Unless you like to spend a lot of money and waste money. Anyway, moving right along. So the last but not least, the number 5th change that you want to consider making, and if you want to create a big impact on your law firm. I know I'm going to get a lot of pushback for it. This is why I actually left it last for a reason. But you want to consider both pay-per-click and cost-per-view ads using video. I get a lot of pushback on this, especially from attorneys, because a lot of attorneys don't like. I mean, I see a lot of the people doing commercials. They do their own commercials, and I'm not talking about them. But a lot of local attorneys do not like that. They rather do it 100%. They rather do it 100% just with text ads and all that stuff. Here's why I want you to consider it: that everything in digital marketing is moving towards video, and video is converting highly. So you can do both pay-per-click and pay-per-view, okay, with video ads as well. So I really want you to consider that. Being a talking head, talk about your services on your. It doesn't even have to be a long video. Okay, you could work with a video video production company. I would suggest do it professionally. I've seen some do it, off of their iPhone and all that. And yes, you can do that, and you'll probably get a decent amount. But when it's done professionally, it makes all the difference doing it that way. So I would really ask you guys to consider doing it that way. So that's really all I have for you guys this morning. I really want you guys to take a look at these 5 things, and you'll see a huge impact. And of course, as always, if you guys need any help with this, just reach out to us, 888-416-7752. Or send us an email at info@lbmsllc.com. One of our marketing experts will reach out to you, schedule an appointment, and help you out, just talking about this and how we can actually implement it for you for your law firm. So anyway, with that, I'm going to put an end to this episode. Until next week, this has been Frank Deming, the local business guy. Take care and bye for now. Peace out.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Marketing Solutions for Local Businesses, the podcast where you will discover all the latest and greatest digital marketing tools, tips, and strategies you will need to implement in order to stay ahead of your competition. Don't forget, any links that were mentioned during the broadcast will be available to you in the show notes, so be sure to grab them while you have the chance. Incidentally, if you have any topics that you would like for us to discuss on the show, be sure to send an email to the email provided in the show notes, or click the Contact Us link and let us know what topic you would like us to help you with, and we'll be sure to add it to our schedule. If you would like for Frank and his team to look at your digital marketing presence and give you a free evaluation, simply click the Request a Free Consultation link in the show notes to get a hold of them. That being said, until our next episode, make it a successful digital marketing day. Peace out.